Felix join us. I don't know why. He did not join yet. Maybe not know how to do it. It's my first time using, oh, here. Felix, good morning. Felix, can you hear us? Please active, yeah, there you go. Hello. We cannot hear you, Felix. I think he's having problem with the microphone. If you can hear us, can you type on the chat, please? Okay, got it. Sure, take your time. So I'm gonna keep talking to Luz Dari while you figure it out how to do it. Okay, we have, I think we have one.
Kermit, I have one question. We are going to take a quiz at the beginning of the class, or no?
No.
Or this is not the, no?
No.
I have a confusion because I in another virtual course with English conversation. I don't know.
Yeah.
In this moment right now, so you contact me and another tutor too, so I have like a mix.
Okay.
Because you send me information and the other tutor too, so I'm a little confused.
We want, I mean, in my session, my part is to give you guys practice, speaking practice. And the idea is that I'm gonna make a quiz, but at the end. At the end of
okay, perfect.
Just allow me a few seconds. Luz Dari, I'm sorry, I'm gonna add Carol, that she is online already. Let's see.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Oh, we lost Felix. Ah! We lost him. Okay. Carol is here.
sorry, coming in late.
Oh, don't worry, Carol. Good morning. I'm glad that you're here.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so I'm waiting. We are waiting for Felix. That I don't know why he left. And then I'm gonna turn on my camera and I'm gonna introduce myself. Okay.
Okay.
That's it. So
I need the camera.
Right now you don't need it. I mean, it's better if we leave it off so we have a better connection.
Okay.
During the class. And remember that, okay, I don't know what happened with Felix. Let's see. Okay, never mind. Let's see. So, I was telling Luz Daddy that I try to contact you guys by email, by Skype, and by WhatsApp in order to make sure that today most of you were online, but unfortunately it was not possible. And I understand that for some it was hard for the schedule, so they need to look for they need to contact the coordinator in order to find out some other time that it will work for them.
Okay.
And let's see, and still I'm missing three more people. And
Mhm.
anyway, that's what is happening. And see. Okay, I'm gonna begin because I don't know what happened with Felix. Maybe he will join on the way. Let's see, I'm gonna turn on my camera and I'm gonna introduce myself. Oh, can you see me now?
Yes.
Okay, okay, perfect. And my name is Kermit Chavez, and I'm gonna be in charge of your speaking sessions. Since now on, we will see each other with you guys. Will be Tuesdays and Fridays, right, in the morning from 8 a.m. To 9:30 in the morning.
Okay.
I am 30 years old. I was telling Luz Daddy that I have a baby, and that is 1 year and 2 months. I'm finishing my BA in English, and I had several experiences teaching to adults, and I hope that you guys get good vocabulary, good experience in these sessions, and I hope I can help you out improve your English. I'm really excited because this is a huge opportunity for me to share with other students, and I'm sure what I like the most about this experience is that I get to learn a lot from you guys. I live in Cajica, and currently I'm partial time working with AutoCAD. I don't know if you know the program that basically you design in a program, and it's been used to for architects and civil engineers. What else can I tell you? I have been taking several interesting classes before that might be enrichment for these sessions. That if you want later on, you can ask me because I don't want to make it long today. So basically, that will be it. And now I'm gonna go ahead and let you turn on your camera. We will take turns. So maybe Luz Dari will go first. She will turn on her camera and introduce herself.
Hi, hello everybody. My name is Luz Dari Perez. I live in Vélez, Santander. I am married. I have 3 kids. I am 34 years old. I have 3 kids. Like I said to the tutor, Carol, I have a little baby with me in this moment. So I am going to apologize if at any moment you have to listen the cry or the scream if he is screaming. So sorry for that. And what else? Well, I work as a virtual instructor of English too in the Sena. So the work is really hard because we have to attend 4 courses, 4 virtual courses, and we also have to attend to my family here. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Ludari. Oh, that's interesting. So you're working, 3 kids, and house, husband,
And study too.
and studying. Oh my goodness, you're a Wonder Woman.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And when is the time for Luz Daddy? When did you have time for you?
Sometimes the Sundays, I don't know. In December, I think it's my time for Luz Daddy.
Oh goodness. Okay, thank you, Luz Daddy. So let's go ahead and continue with Carol.
Okay. My name is Jenny Carol Perez. I'm from Sogamoso, Boyacá, but I live in Bogota.
Hey, Carol, I'm sorry. Would you mind turn on your camera?
Okay. Sorry.
Thank you.
Start again. Can you see me?
Yep.
Okay. My name is Jenny Carol Perez. I'm from Sogamoso, Boyacá, but I live in Bogota with my husband, with my family, who are my husband, my daughter, and my mother. My daughter is 15 years, just one, and
I'm
my
sorry. What is the age of your daughter?
15.
15?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you look so young.
Oh, thank you very much. I am 37 years old.
Oh, you don't seems like your
Oh, thank
speaker
you.
is there at all.
Okay. Yes, I very happy with my family. My daughter, I the last year, my husband and I decide to get another child, but unfortunately I lost. But it's okay.
Mhm.
I belong to the SEAD Jose Acevedo Gomez. I'm a student of Bachelor Degree in English as a Foreign Language and work from home doing lensery for a special location. I consider myself funny, enthusiastic, and I like listening music, reading books, and watching TV. When I watch TV, I prefer watch in English with subtitles in English, special for weekends because my husband, sorry, my husband isn't here in home, and together watch TV in English for Netflix series in English and subtitles in English. For that is easy because the television, normal television, is a little complicated. On the other hand, when I was studying at the school, I didn't like English, but one day my husband and I decided to go overseas to study English. So went to Australia for almost 3 years. That why I have made the decision to enroll in this program. My husband is system engineer, and she speaks English very well. And my mother is a student, and I don't know what is.
Don't worry, you did. Oh, so you have a very good teacher in home. That's perfect.
I don't think so because my daughter, I don't like the teach. I teach her because she say my mother is very strict and my father. For that reason, this year, maybe next month, my daughter take a class in a special institution for English, and me too. Maybe for after July for improve my skills because I was studying English in Australia in Melbourne, but my English I feel it's not very good. I need to improve my skills.
Wow, that's good. It's good experience, Carol. And how long were you in Australia?
Uh, uh, all the people maybe all the people when to another country for studying English were in cleaner now, you know. It's very hard, very hard. um, the experience was very good, but the war was horrible, a little horrible, but that's okay. Was okay.
Okay, I totally understand. And how long were you there?
How long? 3 years, almost 3 years. But my husband went first, and he lived in Melbourne for 5 years, and then I go to Melbourne, and but I stay there almost 3 years, but I study only 1 year, maybe 1 year and a half, because the visa, I don't know how to explain. If you can help me, please. The visa was together, and just one person can to study, and so my husband study because he has more experience, and he has maybe need more study, because he studying at university. And for this reason, my husband, I can study just 1 year and a half English, but was very difficult, because when I went to Melbourne, the first time the teacher asked me, "What's your name?" Yo, I very asustada. I forgot the scared, very scared, and I don't know what she say, and and all the time cry, because I feel very stupid. And but this was for maybe 5 months, very scared, and I don't like to stay there. But after I start to love and like English, because I can to communicate with the other people. I can find a job for myself. I have to speak English, but my English was not very good. I speak only a few words, but was hard, but
I can
it's
see
very good. Yeah.
it was a hard, but it was a experience of life. Carol, wow! But I think you are brave enough in order to live in another country. It's not easy just to go and live. Oh gosh. Okay, Carol, thank you so much for sharing your experience with us.
Okay.
Now I know Felix is already online. I would like to listen to him. If you can please turn on your camera and use your microphone.
Sorry, I have a pet, and my pet is a little stressful, because I close the door.
Don't worry. Let's go ahead and give the chance to talk to Felix.
Do you hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you. I hear you.
Oh, hello, teacher and classmates. I'm Felix Monsalve. I live in Caldas, Antioquia. I belong to the CA Medellin. I am 34 years old. I have a BA in communication. This is my job. I teach communication in an educative institute in Medellin. I'm married. I live with my wife in Caldas since 8 months ago. And I study in the BA in English as a foreign language with you. What other question, teacher? Because I have problem with my distant sound.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Felix. Carol, can you please close your microphone?
Okay.
Thank you.
This pet is not mine.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who's? Is Felix? I'm sorry.
That pet is mine. The
I
Sarita
thought it
is
was Karen
my
because
pet.
she was saying about the. I'm
Yes,
sorry, Karen.
we have pets, babies, whatever.
Yes, my pet was to street, or, but it's not my pet.
Okay, I'm sorry, my bad. Okay, continue, Felix.
Sarita barks um, all the time. He's very, how did you say bulloso?
Noisy?
No, no, noisy. See, my dog is very noisy. What other question, teacher?
No, it's not a question. We would like to hear about yourself. That will be it. We are introducing ourselves so we can get to know a little bit better. So anything you want to share with us is fine. As you heard, Carol was sharing about her experience. You didn't get the chance to listen Luz Daddy, but she was telling about the baby and the job and the Wonder Woman she was.
You don't have time for her.
That's true, Carol. If
Well,
you want to share something else
here,
with us, go ahead.
here in the VA, I'm feeling that I don't have a great advance because the environment doesn't help me to learn English. I have a little time to study, but I try to reach that objective that is acquire this BA and teach English in other parts.
Okay, that's why you're having this space to have the opportunity to improve your speaking, and while you're speaking, you're improving your grammar, your fluency, and that's the idea, that you take advantage of these sessions. That is not easy, as you can see, guys. In the UNAT is a little bit hard to get those spaces to talk in English. Everybody is doing paperwork and writing and all reading, but speaking part is a little bit difficult to find it out. So take advantage of these sessions. Talk, 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 talk. Make mistakes and learn from everybody, because Carol, Luz Dari, and Felix, all of you are going to teach me, and I'm going to teach you guys. So that's the idea. Don't feel afraid of making mistakes, because from those mistakes you are going to learn. Okay, Felix. So would you like to add something else?
No, teacher,
No?
don't have
Okay.
to add something.
Okay. So you didn't have the chance to see me, but I'm gonna turn on my camera just a few seconds so you can see me.
I can hear you.
Silly me. I didn't turn on the microphone. So my name is Kermit Felix. I was telling, I was listening to Luz Dari that she was calling me Carol, but I know my name is a little bit difficult. Kermit. And something funny about it is, like, I don't know if you know that Kermit the Frog is La Rana René. So everybody is making fun of my name. I am 30 years old. I live in Cajica, and I have a baby girl that is 1 year and 2 months. That's like a brief summary, and not to make it long. And I'm here in order to support in any case I can do it with you. That's it. And let's continue. Now that we have introduced ourselves, I would like to let you know some of the rules or some of the conditions that will make this course and these sessions to succeed. I'm going to say it in Spanish, and that way we'll have it all clear and we don't have any questions regarding. Entonces, lo que les quería comentar sobre unas pequeñas reglas, no llamémoslo reglas, sino como estrategias para que el curso funcione y fluya de manera exitosa. La primera es lo que estábamos hablando. Lo están haciendo súper, de prender y apagar el micrófono, o solamente cuando ustedes vayan a hablar lo van a prender y el resto lo vamos a mantener apagado para que así no tengamos ruidos de fondo. Para mí es nuevo el Hangouts, entonces estoy también aprendiendo como muchos de ustedes. Si me equivoco, ténganme un poquito de paciencia, les agradezco mucho. Como ustedes notaron, yo los traté de contactar por correo, por Skype y por WhatsApp. Entonces, esos son los medios que vamos a utilizar. En caso de que ustedes no puedan asistir a una de las prácticas, por favor déjenme saber con un correo. A veces les voy a poder reprogramar la práctica, pero no todas las veces va a ser posible. Hay otros grupos, entonces puedo coordinar, oye, ¿sabes qué tal día? Si puedes hasta ahora, la podemos reprogramar. Pero otras ocasiones no voy a poder reprogramarla. Entonces, por favor, atiendan así sea media hora, así sea 40 minutos, pero por favor traten de estar presentes porque ustedes saben que esto tiene un peso para ustedes de 60 puntos en el curso. Entonces, aprovechenlo para hablar, aprovechenlo para practicar, para cometer errores y para enriquecernos colaborativamente. Entonces, si ustedes no pueden, por favor, déjenme saber por el correo. Si tienen dudas también, o por WhatsApp o por Skype. De alguna manera les voy a tener que responder, cualquiera de los tres. Listo. Y la última parte que quería decirles es que, por favor, ¿cuál es la idea de este curso? Hoy estoy hablando mucho porque nos estamos presentando y esto. Pero la idea es que ustedes sean los que hablen y los que manejen la clase. Yo les voy a hacer como una guía en donde les voy a presentar unos escenarios o diferentes temas para hablar y que ustedes se expresen. No importa que cometan errores. Si Carol cree que Luz Daria puede decirlo mejor, siéntase libre de participar, decir, oye, Luz Daria, tú lo puedes hacer así. O Félix, mira, tú puedes utilizar esta palabra o esta expresión, o conjugar el verbo, recuerda que estás hablando en pasado. Bueno, están libres para que ustedes también hagan la retroalimentación de sus compañeros y entre todos nos podamos colaborar. No se sientan incómodos porque la idea es que yo les pueda corregir al final cuando terminen quizás de hacer su aporte, yo les pueda decir cómo lo pueden mejorar o cómo podrían hacerlo mejor. En caso de que cometan algún error gramatical o la pronunciación de alguna palabra. Si ustedes tienen sugerencias frente a las actividades, dudas o no entienden, por favor también déjenme saberlo porque la idea es que ustedes disfruten estos espacios que vamos a tener los martes y los viernes al máximo. Solo 1 horita y media y espero que al final de las prácticas podamos ver el avance, que digan, oye, sí, mira, yo me siento más tranquila, más segura, siento que me entienden mejor, bueno, etcétera. Listo, básicamente es eso. Eso era lo que les quería comentar. Si ustedes tienen alguna sugerencia, pregunta, este es el espacio para hacerlo. ¿No?
No, todo está claro, teacher.
Okay, perfect. So now let's go ahead and I'm going to continue in English. I'm going to go and share my screen so you can see the topic of today. I know you have the online book where you can find some topics. Some classes and some sessions are going to be related to those topics, and some others are going to be different. And the one for today, let me see, is about cultural events and disasters. I picked 3 important events in order you to be able to talk about them. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Let's see. Okay. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Guys, are you able to see the PowerPoint presentation?
Yes.
Okay. Felix?
I can
Yes,
see.
teacher, I see the. Okay.
Yep. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so as I was telling you, what is the idea? The idea is I'm going to give a brief presentation, but before I'm going to ask you if anybody of you have heard about the Chernobyl disaster. Does anybody heard about this disaster or no one?
Yes, teacher. Maybe in films, the Chernobyl
Mm-hmm.
was maybe, how do you say? I forgot the word. The people can live in there because it's dangerous for the health, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe the one. Sorry, presa. Sorry.
The company?
The company has a big problem with the gases and explodes.
There was an explosion.
There was an explosion, and it's for that reason the people can't live in there because it's very dangerous for they. It's toxic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what is.
Okay, perfect, great. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What, anybody else would like to share if they
I
have heard?
just I just have heard about this topic, but for a movie. I didn't
Okay.
know that it was in real life a situation. But perhaps for the radiation, the people have to go out the
Mm-hmm.
city. But I don't know anything else about this.
Okay, thank you, Ludari. And what about you, Felix?
Um, I remember it was um, the most terrible explosion um, in around the world. I think it was um, central of energy, nuclear energy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, I don't know more, teacher, but
Okay.
it was the most terrible accident in the history.
That,
I think that it's like the explosion of Hiroshima.
mm-hmm, very similar. Okay, thank you, Felix. That's true. Oh, I really appreciate that all of you have commented about the disaster. You're right. It was a huge disaster. It was it was a catastrophic nuclear accident. because it was not about the explosion, but what happened after that. It was an explosion in the reactor number 4. That is located, as you can see here, in the name of the town was Pripyat in Ukraine, and the date was in April 26, 1986. It's been a long time since then, but still we remember this disaster. Why did I bring it in? Because I would like you to compare, to think while I'm talking, try to think about what would you do if something similar will happen around your town or nearby. Try keep thinking while I'm talking about this situation. Try to imagine what would you do. Oh, this is huge, but try to think about it. This disaster was classified in the scale of 7. In the nuclear disaster is the highest level you can reach. So that, as Felix was saying, it was the most terrible disaster. At the moment of the explosion, just 2 people died instantly. And the people start thinking, okay, just 2 people were dead, so it's not that bad. And then a few days later, around 29 people start getting feeling bad. They start vomiting. They start feeling nauseous. So they have to go to the doctor, and they realize that the radiation, they had a high level of radiation that causes their deaths. Oh, goodness. Can you imagine? So the thing with the radiation is that you don't feel it. It's not like when you have an accident and then there is injuries everywhere around your body. In here, you don't feel it. It's after days, after months, and sometimes after years when you start feeling and facing the consequences. So that's what happens here. So 31 people died directly because of the radiation, and later on, months, 134 more were getting sick. They were dying for cancer and for other reasons. So as you can see, it was terrible. But nowadays, in this place, no one is leaving. As Carol was saying, they have to leave. They have left the town, but they didn't take anything with them. So they have to leave their clothes, their things, their furniture, their houses. So you will, if you visit this town, you will see like if anything have happened, but no one is living there. It's like a ghost town. Still, there is radiation, because you know that radiation goes deep in the soil and no one can live there. It's empty. And it's being used just for people or young people that go there to see, hey, I'm coming here and nothing is going to happen to me. They are risking their life just to prove themselves that they did it. So, okay, so basically that's the event that I wanted to share with you. And now I would like to hear first your opinion about this disaster. And second, I would like to hear what would you do if you feel that a disaster like that might happen around you or near you. Think about it and let me know. Do you think that you need a couple of minutes or a couple of seconds to think about it, or are you ready to share your experience and your opinion?
Sorry, teacher. What have to do?
Oh,
About
I'm sorry. No, don't worry. That's the idea that you repeat. The idea is you to share with us what is your opinion about this disaster. That's one thing. And the other one is that what would you do in case a disaster like this happens around you or in your town or in your city? Is it clear, or do you want me to try
Yes,
to?
it's clear.
Can I speak?
Yep, go ahead.
Well, I think that is a terrible situation because when a kind of type of disaster like this it occurs you is I don't know, it's really sad. I don't when I was living in Bucaramanga like 10 years ago, we have a situation with a water flood. It was raining all the day, and at night, all the water was coming to the houses. So you feel like scared. I don't know how can these people could feel about this. So you feel scared when you have to go and leave your home with all your things. You feel really, I don't know, like you don't know how to do. You only think in your life, in protect your life and protect your family, and you left everything behind. So perhaps these people feel like this. I don't know. It's you have to think in your own person, in your family, and move on. The material things you can work for them in another time, but your life is the principal thing that you have to, how can I say, protect, or another similar word, como protegerse.
To protect themselves.
Yeah, protect themselves. Yeah, this is the first thing that you have to think about it, I believe. To protect your salud. How can you say
Your
salud
health.
in English? Your health, exactly.
Okay, yeah. That was Luz Daddy, right?
Yes, that's me.
Okay, yeah, I'm just trying to link the voice with the name because it's a little bit hard. I don't see here the Hangout screen, so I'm trying to
Okay.
relate your voice with your name. Okay, Luz Daddy. Thank you. Very good. What about you, Carol?
Same study was the difficult situation and very terrible for the people live there. I think I don't know what maybe I will do in this situation. Maybe very scared and run. I don't know. It's difficult. Can you can say I can go another city. I can protect in my home. I don't go out. But when the real situation, the people act different. Mm, Unfortunately, I don't live any situation like that, and maybe when uh, sorry, how do you say temblor? Tiembla?
An earthquake.
Earthquake. Maybe my family and I scare, and that's it. And but it's difficult. Say, I will go. I will do that thing. So I don't know. Was very difficult. I don't know how what let's say because I can't imagine what the people feel and the people think, and was very sad because I watched the film like everybody maybe. I cry because when the feelings was very sad, I cry a lot. My husband say, "What? You cry again?" I cry always when the feeling is sad. That's it. I don't know why.
Yeah, I totally understand, Carol, because one thing is what you believe you will do, and another is what you're gonna really do. It's difficult. That's true. Okay, thank you, Carol. And finally, Felix, what do you think, and what would you do?
Teacher, I think it's desperate situation. I think this is the most urgent situation. I don't know, teacher. It depends what close that I am and my family to the place of the disaster. I wonder is impossible to leave or escape very fast because the radiation, yeah, because the radiation makes damages very fast and quickly. I think the crowd can cannot help us to leave or escape to the other place because I think it would be a great disorder. Um, I think that is the end for me, for my family, for my friends. No, o sea, I can't imagine that situation. Um, an earthquake and a tsunami, um, possible allow us to escape, but uh, a nuclear explosion is very, very, very terrible.
That that's true, Felix. So you were saying because it will be so crowded and everybody will be running, so it will be hard to escape from the radiation, right? And can you imagine when there is explosion, we will desire that the wind stop going around because of the winds, the radiation in this is it will be spread quickly. So
Um,
it
and,
will it will be impossible to run away from the radiation in that situation. What
and
happened in this town?
at the, and this moment, I think I see two crime. I don't know what to do in that moment. It's impossible to leave to other place. Um, I think that.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you. Okay, you guys, thank you for sharing your opinion and the things that you will do in the case of that disaster. Let's expect that this nothing close like this will happen around us. All right, let's continue with the next one. This one, the Spanish flu. This is a historical event, and I'm sure most of you have heard about it. Anybody would like to share something that you have heard or read about the Spanish flu?
No, I don't listening or hear about the Spanish flu. Flu is gripa, but I don't.
Okay.
I didn't know about this topic, so I didn't hear it.
All right. What about you, Felix?
I don't know, teacher, about the Spanish. I don't know, teacher, about the Spanish flu.
Okay.
I never heard that word, flu.
Okay, maybe it's because you don't understand what it means, so you don't feel related with the topic. But flu is when you get sick of achoo, and mucus and boogies and oh goodness, and you want to stay in bed. What do you think that is flu? When you sneeze a lot, achoo, and you have boogies in your nose, and you have headache, and your body's hurting. No? What is flu?
It's a disease. It's a
Mhm.
sick.
Gripe.
Okay.
Okay, that's flu. When you're saying I'm having a flu, it's a gripe. So, la gripe española, have you heard about it?
I never heard about that.
No? Okay. Okay, perfect. Not a problem. So basically, we heard about the Spanish flu when we are in high school, and we are seeing the history. We are seeing the history, and they bring back this topic about the Spanish flu. Why? Because it was relevant to let people know that 50 million people had dead had had died because of the flu. If you notice when you watch the news today nowadays, you will see, I'm sorry, maybe because of earthquake, 150 people have died. But if you compare 150 people with 50 million, that will be a little bit different. What happened here is like they got a regular flu. They were sneezing, they had fever, they were vomiting, but their bodies weren't ready for that disease. What happened? We didn't have in that moment, the population around the world, it was not the same that now. Nowadays, we have vaccines, we have medicine, we are in a way we are clean. For example, we take care of washing our food, we take showers, we clean our hands after we touch something dirty. In that time, people, they didn't have those habits, those healthy habits. So it was easier for them to get contagious. As you can see, and as you know, when you get flu, it's really easy to get contagious. Just somebody is sneezing, achoo, and then the next person is getting contagious. What I want you to think is comparing with the illness that we have today and this flu. What do you think? Is the same when 150 people died than when 50 million do? In 1998, in 1918, if you can see here in the graphic, a quarter of the population of the world had died because of the flu. Now I want you to think about it and let me know if it's relevant I don't want to be rude and I don't want to sound mean. Please do not misunderstand what I'm saying. But do you think that is the same when 150 people die because of, I don't know, cancer, or when 50 million die? I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry, my baby went crazy. Okay, so I was saying, I want to make a comparison between what is happening nowadays and what happened that day. I'm gonna give you, let's see, just 30 seconds to think about it, and then I will go ahead and listen to you. So try to make a comparison. In 1918, 50 million people died because of the flu. Nowadays, less people are dying because of different kind of disease. What can you say about that comparison?
Sorry, repeat again.
Oh, sure. In 1918, 50 million people died because of the Spanish flu. Nowadays, today, in our world, around 200 people or more because of different disease, and less people than 50 million are dying. So what can you say about that comparison? Is the same that in 1918, a quarter of the world population died because of the flu, and nowadays we do not die because of the flu. Okay, I'm gonna say it in Spanish. En 1918, 50 millones de personas murieron por la gripe. Y hoy en día, menos, mucho, mueren por diferentes enfermedades o accidentes o catástrofes que pasan en el mundo. ¿Cómo ustedes pueden comparar ese evento donde murieron por una sola causa, no diferentes, 50 millones de personas, y hoy en día con la cantidad o número de víctimas que tienen diferentes accidentes o enfermedades?
Okay. I think the Spanish flu was sorry. Give me a few minutes.
Sure. I'm gonna give you. It's already. Let me see. It's 9:12. I'm gonna give you 1 minute to think about it, and then we will share your opinions.
Okay, teacher. With the care of the flu, um, they people or a lot of people doesn't have some care with this sick or disease, because I see that people takes themselves pills or some medicaments without a medical prescription. Um, and I think for us this topic is very strange, because for us is very strange that a person dies um, for for a cause of the flu. But it is possible because in some countries medical service are very expensive, and or they don't have some access to this help. I think that, teacher.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Felix.
Okay, and I talk, I speak.
Yep. Sure. Go ahead.
I think the Spanish flu was worse because just a single case killed many people. It was a pandemic, and you know when the people die for one reason, all the people are scared, and it's very, how do you say, preocupante, sorry,
Worry.
worry about that. But now, in nowadays, the people dies maybe because they don't care of themselves, and the people don't. For example, when the people is very um, fat, the people
When
don't
they are
care.
chubby.
Sorry.
When they are chubby. Like I don't want to say it this way, but when you say fat, it's a little bit kind of rude.
Uh,
But if you say chubby, it's less. It's a little bit softer.
okay.
If you say chubby, it's like.
Okay. Like example, today the people don't eat healthy, and the people eat um, eh, free food. Sorry, comida chatarra. Yep.
Oh,
And
fast food.
fast food. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And the people die for many reasons. Um, and their hearts and cancer because maybe don't care self.
They
I
don't take care of themselves.
of themselves. Okay.
Mm.
I think that I think the Spanish flu was worse or was a pandemic. It was a pandemic, and you know when the people die for one reason, uh, is alert all the people countries about it. But yes, nowadays people die for different reasons. But I think they don't care on self. Sorry, on themselves.
That's true. Nowadays, people are dying because of different reasons.
Tutor.
They do not help Yes, go ahead, honey.
Tutor, I couldn't hear Felix and Carol's full intervention because my PC was off. So the only thing I have to say about this topic is that thank God this is a control disease in these days because I really have a flu every month. I think like, yeah. So I really have to take care of this disease because my kids, especially for the little one. But like at the end of the Felix intervention, he says that the health system of the country is taking care about some disease like cancer that didn't have a solution right now or didn't have a cure. So I think that we are working on in that topic now to improve in this in the system, in the health system. I believe that.
That's true, Luzari. The thing is like with the flu, it was really difficult to control it because of the way it was contagious. If nowadays we have a flu like this one, what I mean by that is a flu that we are not able to control the way it's being contagious. Can you believe how fast will be everybody with the same disease? Can you believe it? Like, for example, with the same virus. Uh, if everybody is traveling from one country to another and some people are sneezing and touching hands and giving hugs and breathing next to each other, can you believe it how fast will be that our humanity will disappear because of biological disease? That's why people around the world are scared if anybody tries to use a biological weapon, because it will be so fast that humans will disappear from this planet if they did that.
Yeah, it can be spread super fast for all the world, and everybody can be sick in a minute, I believe.
Yeah, that's one of the weaknesses of globalization, that everybody is so connected nowadays that it will be so easily to get contagious, everybody. Okay, yeah, so let's go ahead and move on with the other one. I think we are about to finish. I do apologize deeply with you because of my baby. She was running crazy. I'm gonna make sure that it's not gonna happen next time. Because she is, she wants me to pay her attention, and I'm with you guys now, so I cannot do it. Let's see. Let's move on with the other one. So you know that yesterday was the International Women's Day. I want to celebrate to you, girls, and for Felix, if you have a mother and your wife, to celebrate the Women's Day. But why did I bring this topic today? Because I want to let you know that yesterday, some women, they were quitting in order to make the world feel what it would be if women did not do what we do. For example, some women, they decided not to work yesterday. Some other, they decided not to take care of their children. Some other, they decided not to cook, and they did things like that. So yesterday they were parades and things like that around the world regarding this topic. Women are requesting liberation. Women are requesting equality. Women are requesting the same rights for men and women. This is a controversial topic because everybody is having their points of view, but it's something that is happening nowadays, and it is gonna keep happening. So I wanted to ask you, I think we do not have time because it's just 6 more minutes left, to create an idea, an opinion, a reflection regarding this topic. How do you think that could be a world where women and men are having the same rights? Or how do you think this situation can be solved, or the ideas or your opinions? I don't care exactly what points would you like to share. I just want you to talk about this topic, this controversial that is around the world. I want you to talk about it. So in here, I would like to share by Skype when we finish this link, so you can read about it. This link is having the news around the world about the activities that women did yesterday. Before we go, I would like to listen. What do you think about what is happening with women's rights around the world?
Hi, I'm going to start. I think that this movement is developing because the women's felt that we are a lot underrated by the men's. We think that we are demanding equal conditions, and we feel that we don't take us into account in some situations when the men have all the power. For example, in the Oscars, all the women's were demanding an equal salaries. No, the men's have a better paycheck than women's. So all the women's was a little furious about that. I think this movement is about that, about demanding equal conditions in both parts.
That's true, Ludari. As you were saying, it's not easy. And remember that when you're saying women's, is because it's Women's Day. But remember that you have to say women and men.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, without the S. Because I say women's because it was the day of, the possessive Sahon. All right, thank you, Luz Dari. And what I would like to listen to Felix. What do you think about those movements?
Teacher, I think that women's defends her rights because along the history, women's were discriminated by the men's, and it's an important movement and opportunity to communicate her ideas, her feelings, and her rights around the world. I think that men's and women's are equal, and they have equal or the same rights. A women's are not minus than the men, and I think that.
Okay, Felix, that's true. For you, I'm gonna say the same thing that Luz Dari. Remember, men, one, men, two, more than two. Woman and woman. Okay, so men, men. Woman, women. Okay, that's different. So do not add men's, no. Women's, no. Just in case you are talking, for example, Women's Day is different. But if you're talking in general, woman, women, okay? Without the S. I put it in the chat, just in case you don't see it here. That's true, Felix. Well, I believe women, we have a long way to go. And there are still many changes to be done in order to feel that there is equality between men and women. So the idea of this, as I told you before, the assignment for next class will be to create a reflection, create an opinion, or if you want to talk about an special event that you noted that was happening in the International Day of Women, or regarding anything about women, you can just feel free and talk about it. I just want to listen to you talking and giving your opinions without, and remember, I want you to keep in mind that we should not keep regrets about what somebody else is saying, or just be open-minded regarding this topic, because it's not easy. It's not easy. Some men, they believe that it is not good what is happening. Some women, they believe that it's not good what is happening. So we have so many minds around here that it's hard to be happy with all the opinions. So try to keep open your mind in order to make sure that we don't have bad feelings here. Okay, so I think that for today, that will be it for the session. I will see you guys next Tuesday at 8. As always, I will be sending you the link before we start the class, because Hangouts every time is going to release a different one.
Okay.
I would like to know if you have any question so far regarding the sessions or the topics or the assignments.
No, every is very clear, I think. I don't have any question.
Thanks, teacher.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
classmate.
Thank you so much, teacher, for your